Good morning. I think we'll sit here in the ocean with the pirate ship behind me. Hi, Krabby. How's it going? Good morning. Oh, excuse me. Share my world irritating games in my live stream. Not sure what those are, to be honest. And they're irritating. See, the ones I have trouble with are like Call of Duty, where you gotta run around and shoot people in a game like that, and I get irritated with those. Alright, hold on, Krabby. Next is if my computer will cooperate to play them, because every time I try to play a video of some sort, it likes to buffer half the time. Share screen. Now, do you want the roast one, or so you want the 9-minute one or the one under it? Thank you, Tennessee. Good morning, everybody. Chef Sketty, Shane took a couple of days off. He should be back tomorrow morning unless he changes it again. Good morning, Wayne. Morning, Backlash. Morning, Ashley. I sent him a bunch of messages, but I think he's taking a break from everything. Good morning, Doc.
Right.
You're welcome, Krabby. So, how's everybody doing this fine uh, Wednesday morning? I'm doing good. Still trying to wake up on my second cup of coffee. Krabby, I will finish watching this later because the buffering is driving me absolutely insane. But I'll watch both of those ones later. Good morning, Air. How's it going? Mom's doing good. So let me tell you about the interesting day yesterday. Mom thought her doctor's appointment was at 12:15, so she goes down, but it was actually 2:15. So she decides to go to Big Lots and buy a new couch. Well, I should say sectional couch. So had to clean the front porch out, take the doors off, finagled the small side in. I tell Mom, like, Mom, the big part's not going in. I said, you're gonna take a wall off. No. So tried for a long time to try to get it in through the door of the porch. Wouldn't fit. So they ended up taking the whole wall off by where the door is on the porch to be able to get the big section of the couch into Mom's house. So I told her, I said, rather than just putting the wall on the regular door back up, that she should just put barn doors for next time she decides to come home with stuff that won't fit through the door. So now the whole front porch on the side that faces our garage, there's no wall, just all open now. Which is kind of funny in a sense, but it was a lot of work for Mom's boyfriend George, and then my cousin's fiance. I told him just go get the chainsaw and cut the wall out. It'd have been faster. But then we had to be careful because of the back support for the porch. Oh, we tried, Chef Scotty. That section of the couch was just big and long, so there's no way it was getting through the porch to get into the house. Good morning, Chef. Well, I told her next time I'm just gonna go get a concrete saw blade and cut the wall out of the house. I said then we could have just thrown it through the window. Of course, that would have been a heck of a lot more work. Oh yes, pivot up the stairs. But yeah, we tried the whole pivot thing. Definitely was not gonna work. But I found it hilarious in a sense. I told her next time measure everything, Mom. I'm doing good, Chef. How are you doing today? Was hoping we'd get a bunch of rain today, hopefully. Because the garden definitely needs some rainwater. Must be something in the rain because All right, Chef Scotty. All right. I think I have their channel. Because the channel sounds familiar. Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Let's see. Yep, I have them, Chef Scotty. Morning, Sherry. How you doing this morning? Yeah, it was, I don't know, I figured I'd come on and go live in the morning. Well, this morning. And hopefully our Shane will be back tomorrow. I keep checking his community page to see if he had posted anything else over there. But so far it's still the same as yesterday, that he will be back tomorrow morning. So I hope everything's good with him. I definitely don't like when he's not on in the mornings. Waiting to see if Mom comes in, and I know I told her we need to get the other garden, all the plants pulled out. so I can get the thank you, Chef Sketty. I forget what the heck is it? My big pile over there. Compost pile. That's what it is. Told her we need to get the plants out of that garden so I can put the um compost in it so it has enough time to sit there and break down. I told her we need to give that garden a break because that's where Mom always grew everything until George built her the big raised bed where all our tomato plants are, which those are still doing good, and so are the green peppers, but our peas are pretty much done. Normally we get good squash, but I think we've gotten one. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I told her we need to put the compost on and then put some lime over that just so all that gets down in the ground to give the ground more nutrients. Hi Leon, how's it going? Good afternoon. I think, yeah, afternoon. Fine. Yeah. What I told her we should do is our raised bed goes this way, so I told her we should put it this way, almost make an L shape, but leave it away from this one because we got our apple tree, and then we have the berry bushes growing off the back of the raised bed we have now. But we can't put it lengthwise the way the other one is unless we put it on the other side, because when my brother comes up and plows, he plows at an angle, so if it was like right behind it, it wouldn't give him as much room to push the snow. And Chef Sketty, I don't know about Epsom. I don't know. I know you can use lime, or there's a couple other things you can put in there, but I'm not sure about Epsom. Of course, I haven't looked it up to see, what's the best thing to put on to put the nutrients back in the ground. Because we did grind up some peat moss and some of the bag topsoil, I think it was, and then shavings from the chickens. So that had time to sit there before we planted too. Because the chicken stuff is pretty hot. I'm eating flaming hot popcorn in the tub along with Monster. Oh, along with coffee and Monster. Well, that sounds like a spicy breakfast. See, the flaming hot stuff like that I could do, but I don't think that coffee and Monster go together. I thought I ate weird breakfasts. Just like if we have leftover spaghetti and stuff like that, I'll eat that for breakfast on a slice of bread, heat it up, spaghetti and sauce. But Ashley, your breakfast definitely sounds a little bit more interesting. Yeah, I like cold spaghetti and sauce too, especially with the meatballs and the sausage. Well, what are you having for breakfast, Backlash? I've never heard that monster taste like OJ. I don't know. Normally, the only one, the monster, if I drink one, is the green one. Oh, her OJ replace. Well, that's a lot of caffeine. Yeah, I've been wanting mom to make her homemade chicken and chicken vegetable and homemade dumpling soup. Well, that doesn't sound like a good edible breakfast, Backlash. Last night because we got done so late. Because I switched the lives to 8:30, and then last night it was like 8:15, and I'm like, and we hadn't had dinner yet. I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to switch the time, so I had to switch it to 9:45. And good thing I did because by the time I got done, taking the dogs out, giving little old lady and the cats their dinner, it was like 9:40. I remember making mud pies; those were always fun. Good morning, Mark. How you doing today? How's work going? I miss being up to camp when we were little kids. We'd run through all the mud puddles or um, ride our bikes through. Good morning, Urban Gardening Chronicles. How you doing? That's good. Now, Chef Sketty, isn't there? There is a actual pie that's called mud pie. I don't remember exactly what the name is, but still got to get the stuff to make. Mom wants to make uh, like a s'mores pie. Take the chocolate pudding and the mini marshmallows and mix those together in a graham cracker crust. Oh, okay. I thought that's what you were talking about, but I couldn't remember the exact name of it. That's what I was asking. Yes, she wants to make that, but we haven't gone and got the chocolate pudding and the mini marshmallows. I wish we had one of those food torches. Because then we could put the little mini marshmallows on the top and then burn them. That would be wicked good. Good morning, Vicky. How you doing today? Morning, Sarah. Hope everything is well with you. But I'm gonna show you what Mom's boyfriend made for me. Yes, well, he made for me. Hang on, gotta take the virtual off, or you won't be able to see it. Cause they are like the coolest things ever, and I think I'm gonna put them on my sticker board or somewhere by it. So he took this picture of my sticker and of my magnet, and he made these two. Well, this one, on this one, the mouse is, it's all raised up on the top. So on this one, the mouse is raised up, and then the cat's just sitting there. And then on this one, the cat's raised up. I don't know if you can see that very good, but yeah, I think they came out awesome. So I'm gonna put them somewhere back there, by the sticker board, so that, well, of course I use the virtual background, so if I put them up there, I'd have to not use the virtual background. But those are super cool. There we go. I always forget when I have that on, like when you put stuff up here, most of the time it doesn't show because it blends into the background. Good morning, Matt. How's it going? Well, that's good. Guess you get some me time now. Thank you, Vicky. Gotta say good morning to our buddy Shane. Hopefully we get to be graced with his presence tomorrow morning. I don't mind doing them, but like I've said before, I'm not exactly a morning person, but definitely nice to start off the day with all of you. Makes for a better day. But I definitely want to play around with Filmora or Canva and try to get a morning info at the truck stop. Yesterday I used Shane's background and his intro. And then today I used the truck stop intro. But I haven't taken the time to, I downloaded Filmora and I have Canva. I just haven't taken the time to check them out and see. I played around with them with a banner, but Mr. Boots made my banner that's up there now. And then CFM did my thumbnails, sticker design, and my intro, which I love them all. So I might play around with that later. Take some stuff out of some videos and splice it together. Might have to take some of Shane's, splice it into. Or a couple people. So I think that would be cool to just have like a couple different ones that I could use for like the morning or the night truck stop. So Vicky, are you gonna dress up for the Halloween contest? It'd be cool to play around with the different face paints for Pennywise. I've watched all them movies so many times, but still, the original is way better than the remake of it. Which the clown is a little bit more scarier looking in the newest one. But I mean, I like them both. Then I love Stephen King movies and his books. But his books are definitely long. And after you see the movies and then you go back and read the books, it's like, well, they left so much stuff out. Because I've gone back and read a couple of the books that um, are also movies. Hopefully Shane got his lawnmower fixed. I know he's been tinkering around with it, but so what's everybody got planned for the rest of today? I know a lot of people have to go to work. I feel like we're in a haunted house with a squeaky door. I like the cooking part. Laundry is definitely my arch nemesis. I know it's got to be done, but I hate doing laundry. Laundry and dusting. Yeah, I normally wing the day. Sometimes we have plans. Well, yeah, I would say so. After 45 years, it definitely does gets old. Except the cooking part. Good morning, James. Morning, Nora. How's it going? Yeah, I don't iron. Well, I can't say. Well, I've ironed. Just I don't do ironing anymore. Yeah, definitely gotta keep trucking on. I know up here, it's a race of time with gardens right now. Well, be careful driving. I told Mom we need to get out and get some green tomatoes before, because we've had some tomato rot this year. And it's kind of crazy because the tomatoes look gorgeous, but then when you pull them off, they're all black and moldy on the bottom. And we only water from the bottom. So I'm not quite sure why they're doing that. Nothing wrong with the multitasking. There's so much stuff to do here before winter. And according to the Weather Channel and Farming Almanac, it's not going to be a good winter. Yeah, I'm not sure urban gardening. Like I said, the tomatoes look gorgeous and they're hanging there. They'll be nice and ripe, or some of the other ones, a lot of the Roma. You can't eat green tomatoes. Oh, all right. Mom does give them vegetable nutrients, but I don't think she has lately because she's been busy with going down to Grams and see. Mom makes green tomato jam. That's what I want her to use the green tomatoes for. Her green tomato refrigerator jam. How'd they do after you put the fertilizer in? Oh yes, Mom's got some frozen strawberry rhubarb pie or mixture that we need to get out of the freezer and make a strawberry rhubarb pie. And this was from we got the rhubarb. That wasn't from the Amish, but we do buy a lot of different stuff from the Amish because there's a lot of them that are close that do the vegetable stands. And the one that's not that far away, not sure if they, I'm assuming they make the root beer. All right, James. Yeah, our squash, I mean, we got one zucchini and there's only like a couple of small yellow squash. We get lots of green beans and yellow beans every year. True. That's normally how it goes with a lot of stuff. I know I definitely got to get out and get some grass for the chickens because they want to run out the door from their yard when I go in there to go out and eat grass. Yeah, mom does those too because Jamie loves the yellow wax beans. And she did can some, but we still got a bunch of beans we got to get out there and pick before those go bad. So next year we're not doing any squash. Mom said we'll just go buy some from the Amish. The only beans I really don't like are lima beans, but I will eat them if they're mixed in like a soup or um, stew, or even you just make like a mixed bean salad. Good morning, Kathy. How's it going? Now that's the one thing I love is the ham hocks and potatoes. I mean, you can do it with salt pork, but gotta watch like how much of that stuff you use because that is super super salty. I know you can soak that. Yeah, we do those too. With corned beef and cabbage and potatoes and um, carrots. The other day we made stuffed cabbage leaves, the glumpkies. Those cover them with spaghetti sauce. Those came out really good. Yes, they are. I want to get some stuff and make the creamy seafood chowder. But it's just expensive because a lot of the times you use like crab meat, lobster, clams. I've made homemade clam chowder, and that came out really good. But I love chowders and soups and stuff like that. Soup's one of my favorite things in the wintertime. Of course, talking about food's gonna make me hungry. I know I always do that to Shane. Talk about food. He's like, "You're making me hungry." Yeah, and it's weird because like during the day, sometimes I'm hungry, and then other times I just It doesn't bother me. No, Kathy, I have sent him numerous messages yesterday and email. So I just think he's taking a break from everything. But hey, if you need a break, take a break. Yes, I still got to get over and watch Ashley's video where she was singing. No, I keep checking his community page, Kathy, just to see if he puts anything new up there, but he hasn't yet. So as of right now, he'll be back tomorrow morning. Well, on this post it says the 18th. The Great Farmer Morning Show will not resume until August 18th. I'm sure he's fine, Kathy. I know Sunday got super annoyed with the lawnmower, and then he said that they were going to take it in the shop to get it fixed because he tried to figure it out. You know, it's not like the old mowers. Just replace a spark plug, take the carburetor off, and clean that, and then put it back together. Normally, it's good to go. It's been hard lately to get over and watch everybody's videos. For me, there's just not enough hours in a day. Because normally I go through and I watch at least one video from everybody, or at least try to get into a live. And yes, Kathy, I still have to email you back. Just yesterday I had such a migraine. Then it just would not go away. So I went out and kneeled down in the pool with the cool water sitting at the base of my head for a little while. And then it finally went away. So I'm good today. Yesterday I went over and watched Shannon's video of her trimming her goat's hooves, which I always find that so interesting. Like I watch the horse ones too. I've cleaned a lot of horses' hooves to get stones out and file them down if they got a nick in the front of their hooves because growing up, my best friend's horses, where they were out in the pasture, there was always a bunch of little stumps, you know. So they'd be out there, you know, pawing at the ground and they'd end up nicking their hoof a little bit, and then you got to file it down, and we'd put this paint this stuff on them just to make sure that they didn't get infected. And the one time we got on the horse, their Appaloosa, and then the one pony, and we rode them across the pond. Rich Cat, I think or Kathy, I think what triggered it is I have a spinal cord stimulator, and that shuts off my severe nerve pain. And it ended up getting shut off by accident, which I don't like. You have to unlock it to change the programming on it, but then you don't need to unlock it if the power button gets hit. So yesterday it was more like a spinal migraine that just went up my neck and into the back of my head. But I used to get them all the time to where I'd have to get injections literally in my head. And that would work for a little while, but then they'd come back. But back in 2011, I started getting migraines to the point where I couldn't even like see daylight. I'd have to keep everything dark and just use lamps because the sun would just make me sick. But after sitting in the pool for a while yesterday, it went away. Chef Scotty, back in 2014, I broke my back at work. And then nobody wanted to operate over here. They kept telling me, oh, you don't need surgery, you don't need surgery. And then come to find out, my two of my nerves that control the ones in your legs are the ones that got severely squished. Yes, it's already starting to get dark earlier. And I mean, like everybody else, we need rain. Hi, Steven. How you doing? Hi, Tennessee Bushcrafter. Good morning. But yeah, everything's starting earlier this year. According to the Weather Channel and the Farmer's Almanac, we're going to start getting cold in September. And then they're predicting the first snowfall in October. Which I hope they're wrong. I don't want snow that early. Only 2 times I like snow, and one's for hunting season. All right, Wayne. Have a good day. I'll definitely catch you later. And then snow for Christmas, having a white Christmas. That's what threw me off when I lived in the South for 4 years down in North Carolina. I was not used to I don't think I've been over there, Kathy. 6 p.m. Central or Eastern? Because even with moving my show an hour early, I know it does like cover quite a few lives. But I was trying to do it earlier so that more people could come in, because I know a lot of people go to bed a lot earlier. What is the full channel name? All right, thanks, Kathy. I will write that down. I like playing word games on my phone, so I have to go over and check it out. What kind of word games do they do? Yeah, that's what we need, Tennessee Bushcrafter. We need some pouring rain. Our water table is so low right now. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've played some of those word games before. And I gotta get over and see my aunt too. She doesn't live that far away, but I'd go over and play Scrabble with her. Now, when I was a kid, my grandmother and great grandmother would sit there and play dominoes for hours. Oh, okay. Yeah, here, most of our ground, like the top layers, is like super dry and a lot of rocks. And then once you dig down so many foot, you get down to the black clay. But yeah, clay definitely doesn't help. Yeah, I'll definitely get over there. Now, is that 6 p.m. Eastern time? I forget you guys for taking. All right. So that'll be 7 p.m. for me. Right now, we need about 6 inches of rain. Because our pond is down like 1.5 feet from not getting very much rain. Yeah, that's the only problem with clay. Clay is not very permeable. But like here, we don't even have like really good topsoil. And typically, the only time you get really nice topsoil is if you get land where it hasn't been touched or bothered. But then you get down a couple foot and then it's straight shale and rock. And you can't dig with a shovel here. You might get down a couple inches unless you're out in the woods where the ground is super soft because of the moss and yeah, definitely. Because once we get the compost on the other garden, I gotta have my brother bring up a tractor bucket full of cow manure so we can mix that in too. Need a bucket for that and bucket to mix in with the raised bed before winter. Yeah, I've been using the shavings that we use in the chicken coop and then mixing grass and then um, kitchen scraps. Oh wow. I don't know how far we could get down with a power auger. And digging here, we definitely don't have any dropouts from digging. In the one section we have that's a little bit from our backyard, that always stays wet. So mom's always wanted a pond, but nice big pond right there because it pretty much stays wet most of the year because it's all tall grass and weeds. So I told her we need a big, huge track hole for about a week. Because it'd have to be a monster. You'd end up getting buried out there. But I don't know how much it costs to rent one. I mean, we might be able to get it done in a weekend, but yeah, I got to get out and turn ours again too. And I keep forgetting to have Mom's boyfriend George take Aw, that's cool, Kathy. What is it, another shepherd or? Yeah, we have a bagger for our mower. So a lot of it I take and put in for the chickens. Aw, I love German shepherds. Yeah, I wouldn't mind having a mulcher too, because with that I could clean out a lot of the area where the Christmas trees used to be. It's so grown up there. It would take a while to clean that all out. But my brother does do a lot of firewood. We have almost 50 acres here. And then we have beavers. Yeah, but the police shepherds they're trained a lot different than what you would your own dog. But I can imagine that was super traumatic as a kid. But they are really good dogs. I had a pure white one. He was a good boy, but trust me, having blue carpets and then a pure white German Shepherd, it always looked like it snowed. Because he'd lay on the floor and roll around, and he shedded like crazy. I had to basically have a horse rake to brush him with. And I swear his hair was like alive because it would weave itself into the furniture and the carpet. And it took forever trying to vacuum it up for that reason. And even with the vacuum that I had with the power brush and stuff, because I had a rainbow back then, even that didn't like picking it up. And then my big speakers, they had, I don't know, like a weird outside. It wasn't like the like wooden outside. It was like some sort of fabric. If he rubbed against that, you could not get the hair off of it. Yeah, the white. I mean, I like the typical German shepherds too, and some of the state troopers here, they have the pure black ones. And first time that I saw one was at the New York State Fair, and he had him sitting in the back. I'm like, he is such a gorgeous boy. Yeah, definitely probably fill a pillowcase. Same way with huskies when they go through their change in the spring. Got to brush them with the horse rake as well to get all that hair off, or just comes off in clumps. It's like they molt like a bird. I know a couple people that lived in the city, and they had some German shepherds, and they didn't really have like a big area where they could take them out to get exercise besides just walking down the sidewalk, because they didn't have like any backyards to go out and let them run. Well, you probably could use his hair to make a bed as much as they shed. Even our Pitty with his short hair, he still sheds this time of year like crazy. Yeah. I mean, to me, apartment living is, for like a little dog where you could live in a small house and they could still run around like crazy and get, lots of exercise. Like my little old lady baby, when she was a puppy, she loved to run from one end of our apartment to the next. And I mean, still, if she sees an animal, a squirrel or something like that, she'll still go chasing after it, or cat. But for the most part, she'll be 14 in October, so she's not much about chasing anything anymore, but she still will. Well, I wonder if you could use one of those brushes that get the undercoat out when they go through that process. Now, like a lot of people's chickens molt. Mine never did. The ones I had a couple years ago, before I came and lived with my mom, I sold them all. My chickens and ducks, my Muscovies. Which I have to say, having Muscovies is like they're so big. And if you raise them from a baby, they're normally lovable. Yeah, true. For my white German Shepherd, I actually used a horse rake. The metal one that you brush the horses with, and that helped a lot. When I brushed him, I could fill a whole, like the plastic grocery bags. Now I know they did come out with, it's basically like a horse rake, but for dogs. It's just way smaller than the horse's one, but it looks the same. Because our Tractor Supply has them. If yours don't, I imagine you could probably order them from Amazon or even order them from Tractor Supply online. What's she doing physical therapy? Did she get hurt? I know sometimes they do the water therapy for dogs too. Oh, well, that's cool. Afternoon. It's still morning, Nitro. It's not even 11 o'clock yet. How you doing, Nitro? Yes, you're close. I'm doing good today. Just hoping for some rain. Oh, wow. Yeah, my mom messed up her shoulder pretty bad. She went to her primary yesterday and they told her that she tore it up, so she's got to get a hold of the orthopedic and probably hopefully she don't need surgery, but I really think that she does. We got a little bit of sprinkles last night. They said we were supposed to get some thunderstorms, but of course they all go around us. Which I really wish that they'd linger for a while. So that way our pond will come back up before snow falls. If not, I don't know what's gonna happen to the frogs and stuff, because it is way low. Yeah, back when I live in upstate New York, Kathy. But back when I first broke my back, that's what they did to me, sent me to physical therapy, and I would literally scream at the girl. And then finally I said, heck with dealing with doctors over here. And I went out to Buffalo. That's where all my doctors for like pain management and my surgeon is in. That's why I ended up with nerve damage, because I wouldn't do anything over here. Upstate New York is good, yes. I'm glad I don't live anywhere near the city. Upstate in the Adirondacks. Yeah, when I moved out, I didn't even want to tell anybody where I was from. But then, you know, New York's like a plague, it sucks you back in. Yeah, I know right where Watertown is. I used to deliver to the Sam's Club up there. Wow. That's the only trouble with my the spinal cord stimulator that I have is not MRI compatible. So they don't even know really if I tore anything in my knee, because, you know, a CT scan really doesn't show as much as the MRI does. Well, you're the first person I know of that never got sucked back in here. Because a lot of people that I know, they moved away for many years. Like my cousin, they moved up to Alaska. And then as soon as his kids were teenagers, especially his daughter, they moved back here. Because he didn't want his daughter dating anybody from up there. Yeah, Albany's not that far from me. Well, depending on where in Albany you go, it's like 45 minutes. Yes, and the cost of living is way through the roof still. It's actually gotten worse. How often do you come up to see him? What is it? Where is it? Oh, maybe apple butter. Yeah, right. Jumper cables. Yeah, even when I lived in North Carolina, I would still come up here twice a year. Yes, it is peach. Yeah. Yeah, when before we bought our house down there, we used to go down there and get cigarettes, like cartons at JR's there in Statesville. It was crazy because the one I delivered to a couple stores there by Hickory, North Carolina, because I used to live over in Maiden. But I actually stayed at the truck stop right there at exit 133. So I forget where I had to make the delivery. It was a little ways outside of Hickory. Yeah, we used to drive to Statesville a lot. Because when we lived down there, that was the only place that had Dunkin' Donuts. So we'd take a ride over there, go to JR's and stop there and get a bunch of donuts and coffee. And yeah, I've been to Fayetteville quite a few times. Yeah, I couldn't believe a couple years ago I went out to my best friend. She lives in Tennessee. She lives in Lebanon, and threw me off that smokes are still that cheap out there. Can't buy a carton here, especially like Marlboro or Newport. I don't even know how much they are a carton right now. Last time I looked, I think they were like $90, I think. Which are probably more than that because I think a pack of them's like $12. Yeah, that's not bad at all. Up here, if you need them, you better go to the reservation to get some. Yeah, Lebanon's a nice area. I know houses are expensive there. Yeah, I think right now they're 12 something a pack or so. I haven't bought them in so long. Yeah, I go to the one out at 40 a day. And those people are like super nice out there. Way different than here. Because most people you deal with where I am are rude. Alright, Nitro. Yeah, Nashville definitely is not fun during rush hour traffic in a tractor trailer. But I have to say that the worst one is Atlanta. I would take California in rush hour traffic over Atlanta. I've been stuck so many times on that bypass due to I haven't been to Branson. I've been like all over Missouri though. Because at the time, back when I was with JB Hunt, I would go to all the Walmart DCs everywhere. Like I'd haul from New Jersey over to Texas, Oklahoma. The only part I don't really like about Chicago, now if I'm in a car, it doesn't bother me, but being in a truck, I'd always have to deliver to the UPSs in Chicago, and a lot of them are super small. Oh, that's cool, Chef Sketty. So there's always a pain in the butt going in there. And then you have to make sure, well, anywhere you go in Chicago, you have to make sure that you call where you're going to make sure of how to get in there without the low bridges. And New York City is the same way. New York City is not meant for tractor trailers. Yeah, we watch a lot of cooking shows. I love Chopped is one of my favorite ones. And then Bizarre Foods, which I don't even know if because I haven't watched him lately, so I don't know if he's come out with yeah. Yeah, that's wicked cool. Yeah, I bet it was a rough day. Um, I can't think of his name right now. But my favorite truck stop in Maine, which is Dyger's Truck Stop, their chef was actually on Chopped, which that was so cool. I had to go over and comment on their homepage because they had it all over there. Good morning, Danny. How you doing today? No. Yeah, here it depends on which truck stop you're at. Oh, that's cool. I mean, RTA has good food, but it's like getting like super run down inside. And they have remodeled a couple different times, but yeah, even New York's the same way. If you get down by the stadiums and stuff, it takes forever. Even though you're really not like super close to them, it's still nuts. Gotta see if I can find that guy's name because now it's bugging me. Um, Chef Yaz, that's who it was. That was on Chopped. Danny, as far as I know, I have not talked to him since, I think, Monday night. But he's supposed to be back tomorrow morning. I keep checking his community page, and he hasn't put anything else over there. Hi, Martin. Thank you for the thumbs up. So he should be okay. I imagine so. I imagine if he wasn't, I'd at least get an email from Crystal or Cam or something. But yeah, he should be back tomorrow morning. Oh, I know, Danny. We're so used to him being live in the morning. It throws me off when he's not. Good morning, Mom. I figured you'd have been in here earlier, Mother. Because I'm only doing the 2 hours for this morning. And then, of course, whatever amount of hours tonight. Which I haven't really been going long at night either. Is George coming back over today, Mom? I'm hoping that I hear from him at some point today. I told him before when he's not on, because we're all so used to him being here, that we all start thinking the worst. Good morning, Crystal. Well, you can send all that rain up here, Danny, because we definitely need it. Because the way the sky looked like last night, you'd think it would have, dumped a couple inches on us. No, sprinkled for a couple minutes, and that was pretty much it. And I was racing around like a chicken with my head cut off to get the chicken's canopy rolled back, get their fans covered up that we have outside to keep the air moving for them. Jamie doing fine. Yeah, we need a couple good days of rain. I know there's been a lot of giveaways going on lately. Or I should say, a lot of, celebrations and giveaways going on. I know in Chris and Larry's, that was right after Shane and I did the 24-hour live. So everybody was telling me to go to bed, which I just laughed like crazy at because I thought it was hilarious. And I'm still trying to talk Shane into doing a 36-hour live. I told him if he falls asleep, he's gotta dye his goatee red. Then I told him if I fall asleep, I shave my head, as bald as his is right now. But if I do that, I really need to invest in a straight razor. I told him that I was going to just sit in my chair and fall asleep, and he could just sit there and talk. But if we do the 36-hour live, I'd like to do a bunch of promote a bunch of channels that I know are still working on numbers. Well, I could always use my dog's one. My mom's got a couple extra ones. What would be funny is if we both had one on, but we controlled each other's. That would be really funny. Uh-oh. What's it remind you of? Good morning, BS. How's it going? Give me a second. I'll be right back. That would be super hilarious. I haven't heard of those before. This one construction supply place that I delivered to, they had a heated toilet seat. No bearded. He's supposed to be back tomorrow morning, but I have not talked to him since Monday night. I'm sure he's fine. He needed a break for a couple of days. Good morning, Janet. How you doing this morning? Who the heck could afford a $15,000 toilet? And why would you want a toilet with Bluetooth? Yes, and electricity and toilets definitely don't mix. I'm doing good. That definitely would not be a good way to go out, sitting on the toilet and something short out on it. Would definitely not be a fun time. I know even some of the heated ones are pretty pricey. I don't know. I don't think they're that much, but I still could not imagine paying $15,000 for a toilet. Yeah, that's one thing I don't get. Why would, I don't know, that just blows my mind. Why would you want that in a toilet? I can see, cars and stereos and phones or computers, but not a toilet. That would get, I wonder if they have extended warranties for them. Because can you imagine, having it for like 6 months to a year and then something going wrong with it? And then have to drop another $15,000 for a freaking toilet. Good morning, Gary. How are you doing this morning? Yeah, I wouldn't want to be an electrician and have to plumb where anywhere you could possibly get shocked. I'm doing good, Gary. Praying for rain. Now, see, I took electricity class in high school, and I was the only girl there, and I had the highest average in the class, and I was the only one in the class where I was allowed to go out and work by myself because I did not want to work with any of those guys because we were putting new fans in the horticulture class, and new outlets for the big fish pools that they had in there. And these guys are just over there in the panel arcing screwdrivers against the box, and just sparks going everywhere. And I told my teacher, I'm like, I am not working with any of those dudes. I'm like, they're not safe, and I'm not going to get electrocuted because of their foolishness. But I didn't really like the wiring part of it. So a lot of the times I stayed in the classroom and would fix the grinders and circuit boards and drills for the automotive shop. Yeah, ours are the same way here too, Kathy. It's nuts the way these power companies are going. And solar is so expensive. Well, I mean, it's not expensive for like supplying yourself, but when you have to buy the panels and then all the batteries and then have them wired in and switch everything over. Hiya, Murph. How's it going? Yeah, the Flying J out there in Corfu, New York. Those things do that all the time. And yes, I agree with the soap dispensers. The one at my gas station we go to all the time, half the time their soap dispensers don't work. Or they'll have one, and the other one's been beeping in there for months. You at work, Gary? And I think why everything went crazy is because when the vid first started, and people couldn't go to work and stuff, and then they were deferring the rent and a bunch of other stuff for households. So I think everything got so far behind that that's why they raised prices so bad. Oh, wow. Yeah, I know. I don't even understand, like my aunt, she's got the fully electric car. And even to have those power stations put in your house are crazy expensive. Well, that's going to make your nights go kind of slower. Yes, it definitely is, especially if you're on a live. And good morning, Judy May. I mean, if I'm out somewhere and got to kill time, I'll hop up on somebody's panel, but I won't go live from my phone. myself. Because the one thing I don't like is when I'm on StreamYard on my phone. Granted, yes, I can type in private chat, but I can't comment in the comments. And I know, granted, when you're on panel, it's more so talking. Yes. Yeah, I don't like it at all. I'd rather do a video from my phone and then upload it later. But with my aunt, she gets almost a full week on a full charge on her car. But then when it needs to be charged, because we don't have like any charging stations, so she's got to take hers back to the dealer, and they have the plugs outside, so she can go there, drop her car off before work, and then by the time she's done with work, it's fully charged. So she gets almost 7 days out of it. So that's not too bad. Told her she needs to just have him put a solar panel on the top of her car. Myself, I would never own one. And here, they've put up so many solar panels. I mean, like fields of them all over the place. And the local college and the vocational school that's right next to it, they switched all that to power. So, and their power goes out a lot. I think Vicky's still here. Yeah, our one neighbor, I think their house is fully solar. I thought about windmill, but even that, to have that put up and, switch everything over. Yeah, I would not pay $15,000 for a toilet. If I had to have a toilet that was like that, I would go put an outhouse in first. Yeah, I don't know if she's gonna have the plug put in at her house. I haven't been over in a while to see her, so yeah. At Harbor Freight here, you can go in and get one of those small solar panels that you can charge your phone or the radio with or stuff like that. So that would definitely be a cool thing to have in a prepping kit. Is one of those couple portable. Yeah, exactly, Judy May. I definitely wouldn't want to be sitting on one and have it fault out or something. You definitely get the shock of a lifetime. Well, locally we have one farm that has a solar panel. And if you drive out the back way to like Old Forge, coming in from Herkimer way, they have the big windmills. But yeah, I don't think we have enough wind for them here either. His is where the farm is, everything's open by where he is because it's all fields like in the back. So he doesn't really have any trees obstructing it because how tall it is. Yeah, I've seen those little ones, that are, the like rectangle ones that a lot of backpackers use. And that's what they do. They hang it on their backpack to charge. Then they can charge their phones or their camera or whatever. It'd be okay if you lived on top of a mountain. You probably definitely have enough wind up there. But I don't think we get enough wind here myself to do it. I know you can order some of them on Amazon too that aren't too bad price for the little backpack and solar panels. But I know they do have like smaller ones or the fold out ones too that people use. Yeah, see right now we only have a 2-mile-an-hour wind. Well, I'm just talking like if you had a house up there to just um do the windmill for the house. But yeah, it would definitely be super expensive to run it from the mountains down to the valley or whatever. Yeah, that's normally how it goes, BS. They promise all this stuff. Alright, I'll have to check them out and see. Because I know Mom was talking about getting some of the portable ones. Well, even out west, they have fields of them huge windmills. And I've seen a couple of the the windmill blades on tractor trailers. And when they're up in the sky, up there, um, they don't look that big. But then when you actually see them on a flatbed trailer, they are mammoth. Well, and that's because half the things that are made from over there, well, a lot of it, with the exception of iPhone. But even after, by the time you get the iPhone paid off, then the battery is like plain out stinks. Mine's not even paid off yet, and my battery sucks. Yeah, I've never been close enough to hear what they sound like. Yeah, the batteries just aren't that great anymore. Like, I normally end up having to charge my iPhone 2, 3 times during the day, especially if I'm on it watching videos or playing games or even doing a video. But I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that the back of my phone is shattered at the moment. But we can't make anything in our own country anymore. It's all got to be shipped out all over the world. Yeah, Jamie and I were talking about climbing the towers that have the blinking lights for the airplanes. The amount of money that you get paid to go up and change one light bulb. Yeah, when I had an Android, my batteries always lasted, seemed like forever. Like I could be on it all day. Because when I was driving, that's what I used to get all my load information and stuff like that, directions. Yeah, and here, even if our Apple store, you gotta have an appointment to go in there. It's just crazy. Because I had changed my password on my phone, and I don't know if it had a glitch, but it wouldn't let me in, putting a new password in. So I was like locked out for, I don't know, some ridiculous amount of time. So I had to make an appointment with Apple and then bring it down there so they could hook it up to the computer and get it unlocked. Yeah, customer service definitely isn't what it used to be. Now it seems like you spend more time on hold than actually talking to a person, but they try to get you to talk to the automated system, and then you still don't get any answers using that. Yeah, we're all pretty much close to the same temperature. Yeah, now our temperature's going the other direction. It's been 50s at night. I would love to be able to spend winters south. North Carolina or Florida. Chef Sketty, I know right where that is. I've actually been there. Because my one boss has, when I was driving, his house was in Melbourne. Yeah, we had a couple nights that was in the high 40s. Because we went driving around over in Melbourne, and I think it was that beach. We went over there looking for turtles. But that is a gorgeous area over there. A lot of big, big houses. And the boss's sister has a house over there too. Yeah, it's really nice there. Now my aunt, she used to live on the other side, in Holiday. Then over there, he went to Tarpon Springs Aquarium and Howard's Beach is nice too, but Melbourne is definitely um is a lot better than that beach. Um, Depending on which way you go to Glens Falls, probably like an hour and a half. Or no, Glens Falls. That might be a little bit further. I want to say an hour and a half. Yeah, hour and a half. Yes, definitely makes for a hard hunting season when it's that warm. Definitely can't let it hang unless you have one of them huge walk-in freezers. Even here, um, when we've had warmer, um, All right, Chef Scotty, that sounds cool. That would be nice. Yeah, we go up outside of Speculator in the Adirondacks, and that's where we normally go camping. But I definitely would not want to live up there in the wintertime. Because see, right here where we are, we live in the valley, but we're um close to the highest elevation in the valley. Yeah, I don't think I'd want to look at those every day either. I like looking at trees. Yeah, our bow, because we have early bow season and then regular season for shotgun and rifles in November. But a couple of times it was super warm then, so you can leave it hanging long enough for it to bleed out, and then you got to take care of it. Yeah, it's definitely pretty up in the mountains. I'd really like to go up to Lake Placid, but that is a super long drive for me. It's almost 3 hours to go to Lake Placid. And sometimes here the weather's like weird. They go into rut early, which I don't even like deer that's in rut. I just think they taste super gamey. Alligators could not survive up there in Lake Placid, trust me. They'd be frozen popsicles. We could have alligator popsicles. The only way that you could have them here is you would have to have an indoor superheated area for them. And I still don't know if I'd want to have them. Yeah, I love horror movies too. I mean, I still like a good comedy, but if I could I would take horror movies over any other type of movie. Yes, the first Lake Placid was a great movie. The ones after that are all right. The same way with like Tremors, uh, It, and a couple other ones that they've remade. Oh wow, that's not that far away. We'll definitely have to hurry up and process the deer then. Yeah, I gotta love Betty White. She is hilarious. Yeah, I'm glad our hunting season is not that early. And our regular season, it seems like it just starts and then it's over, and then you're into weight bow and then muzzle loader. I've never bow hunted because I don't even think that I could pull back whatever the minimum pound for the bow here is. All right, guys, I'm going to shut this down and I will catch you guys all later today somewhere or tonight if you come over into the live then. And I hope everybody has a great day. Yeah, we didn't have, I don't know, they might now, but back when I was growing up, they didn't have any type of archery class or anything like that. I will, BS. I'll check it out later today. All right, guys, I will catch you later. Hope everyone has a great day.